Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be showing you the differences between the original Switch and the Switch 2. That's what people are calling it, but it's really just the Switch with the OLED screen, and it's a little bit bigger. But we'll just get on to all the new features on that later in the video, because it's the differences video. So let's get into the video, and I'll also show you guys the intro that Nintendo posted on their page about what the Switch is. It's only like a 30-second video. So let's roll that up right now.
Chasing lights, we make our own fun throughout the night. We're gonna feel this good forever. Such heights we reach together. Running out of light, stepping in time, tread our own path, we won't fall down.
So guys, to start off, let's look at the technical specs of the new Switch, the Nintendo Switch OLED model. So the size, 4 inches high, 9.5 inches long, and 0.55 inches deep. The weight is approximately 0.71 pounds, and with the Joy-Cons on it, it's approximately 0.93 pounds, which is pretty light. The screen is the multi-touch screen, so it's touchscreen, and it's 7 inches, and it's OLED, and it's still 720p, but I mean it's a smaller screen, so you can't really notice that as much. So the CPU/GPU is the NVIDIA Tegra processor, which is the same one from the original Switch. I would say when they make a newer Switch that has performance upgrades, they should definitely upgrade this. There's still 64 gigabytes of storage, and it has wireless Wi-Fi. But the new dock now has a Ethernet cable on it, so you can have faster Wi-Fi connections. So for the video output, still up to 2080p with an HDMI cable when it's docked, and then 720p on like a tabletop mode, meaning like when you're holding the Switch in your hands and stuff. So then the audio output is just like a headphone jack. So and then obviously HDMI outputs the audio. So the speakers, it's still stereo, and the buttons, I mean, I don't know why it only has power button and volume button. Oh, well, that's what's on the actual Switch, not the Joy-Cons. So, the USB connector, it's the USB-C, so it's used for charging and connecting to the Switch dock. And then, obviously, what I said earlier, the headphone jack. And then there's still the game cards, which is good because it's still a Switch. And then, I mean, all this other stuff doesn't really matter. The battery, the same battery, and the battery life is 9 hours, which is pretty good, and the charging time is to get to 100% from 0 is 3 hours. So let's move on to the older Switch, the original Switch. So the size is 4 inches high, but 9.4 inches long instead of 9.5 inches long, and then the same inches deep, 0.55. It weighs a little bit less at approximately 0.66 pounds, and when the Joy-Cons are attached, it's approximately 0.88 pounds. It still has the same screen, but it is 6.2 inches and LCD instead of OLED. And OLED is actually when there's something like black on the screen that's supposed to be pitch black. Instead of showing up as like a really like dark gray color, it's like completely black, like the pixels are off. So it looks really nice. Same processor, obviously, and the storage is 32 gigabytes, so actually half. but you can buy a 2 terabyte storage card if you need it. And then same Wi-Fi video output, and then yeah. Now this Switch does not come with the Ethernet cable on the dock to make it on the TV. Same everything. USB-C charging. Pretty much everything else is the same. But the speakers on the newer Switch are actually updated, and they can get better sound with more bass and stuff. So that'll sound really good for people who are playing in handheld mode, not on the TV. So let's move on to if you guys should get this, or my recommendation. Okay, so obviously the Switch is a very popular console, and a lot of people have bought it. But in my opinion, I have the original Switch because the new one comes out in October. For me, I probably wouldn't want to get the new Switch because there's no performance upgrade. It's just the screen, and it doesn't matter that much to me because, like, for people who play on their Switch, like, that's like their main console, it might matter more, especially if you're playing in handheld mode, not on a TV. Because if you have an OLED TV, then you don't need to buy the new Switch because you can already use the OLED features on your TV, because then you can just dock it with the old Switch. But on the actual Switch, the screen on the Switch itself, if you want that on there, then that means a lot. Also, for me, because I don't use the Switch as my main gaming console, but I do use it a lot for like Breath of the Wild and stuff, because I have my computer, which has obviously better like graphics and stuff than the Switch. But that's why I personally wouldn't get the new one, because it's not like I don't normally play in handheld mode on my Switch, so it doesn't matter to me very much. And so yeah, but if you guys would be playing like on handheld mode a lot, where you're just not playing on a TV, just on the Switch console itself, and you really care about the way the screen looks, then you probably wouldn't want to get that, because it'll make your games look a lot better, especially when the new games come out next year, like Breath of the Wild 2 and all that stuff. It will look a lot better than the original Switch, because they're probably programming it with the OLED screen. So that's my recommendation on if you should get it. If it really just depends on if you are going to be using it on a TV, and if your TV is already OLED, then you probably don't need to get it. But if you are buying like a new Switch, it's only $50 more at $350. So if you don't have a Switch at all and you're getting a new Switch, then you probably want to get that one because it's only $50 more. But yeah, I'm excited to see if Nintendo creates a newer Switch that has performance upgrades in the next year, because they probably will need to keep up with everything else. But they always do their own thing. It's pretty cool because they always have something different than like Xbox and PlayStation. So that's my recommendation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a later video. And also, let me know if you guys like my reviews on different consoles and stuff, instead of just playing video games. I'm just like talking to you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.